Welcome back to Outnumbered. Now, the media silence is broken. Hillary Clinton finally taking reporters' questions yesterday for the first time in nearly a month. Listen to what she said when asked about her private emails while she served as Secretary of State and whether she wants them released.
I have said publicly, I'm repeating it here in front of all of you today, I want them out as soon as they can get out.
But will you demand it? Will you demand it?
Well, they're not mine. They belong to the State Department.
But one columnist says the rare news conference still failed to address what he calls Hillary's credibility gap. The national journalist Ron Fournier writing, quote, "I don't believe Hillary Rodham Clinton when she says that she has no control over the release of her State Department email. I don't believe her because a person's actions are more revealing than words. I don't believe her because I've covered the Clintons since the 1980s and know how dedicated they are to telling the truth slowly." All right, Andrea, you're making some faces over there. Clintons, if their lips are moving, they're not on truth serum.
Like the song, right?
Yeah.
Your lips are moving, you're lying. Okay. The credibility gap, not only did she not address it, she made it worse. I mean, that was not a press conference. If I were advising her, I would say, you know what? Never talk to the media again. She really doesn't have to. I mean, she has this high approval rating among Democrats, and I'm being serious. I would tell her, no press conferences for you. Do not take any more questions because she's terrible at it. I mean, Kimberly, she lied I don't know how many times in that press conference yesterday, multiple times. She has control over her emails. She deleted thousands of them. She could have turned over the server. Now it's a war between the Obama administration and the Clinton camp, which, again, I do not think is a place that she wants to be.
I would have agreed with you before. Why try to fix something that's not broken? She's still polling well, even though she's been in hiding and not talking to reporters. But I think the build-up to these actual statements that she finally made to the press put so much weight on her answers that there was no possible way she was going to say anything right yesterday. And I think that's the problem. Everybody's putting so much weight on anything she's finally going to say that there's going to be no doing right here. By the way, when he writes that I don't believe her because a person's actions are more revealing than their words, he went on to say she kept her government email on a secret server and only under pressure from Congress returned less than half of them to the State Department. She deleted the rest. She considers them hers. So, I mean, the backup to everything he's saying here, it's so easy to read and makes so much sense.
Yeah. Okay, Mike, what do you think about this? I mean, she knew what she was doing. She knows they don't have the good ones, right? Yeah. She's like, oh, I'm telling them to release them, etc. But she did a deliberate act, consciously knowing that she was destroying evidence, potentially emails that she should have given to the American people who are paying her salary.
Right. It's God bless people that can watch her say that she's so frustrated about how slow it is getting these emails, and I just want to get them released. I'm just so mad about this whole thing. God bless people that can watch that and still pull the lever and vote for her in 2016. I don't understand it. But we've seen this. We're able to suspend disbelief. It's like in 2008 when we thought, you know, it's all good getting somebody in the office that has no managerial experience or experience running anything, and it's just good enough to have form over substance. And now we're getting, you know, Clinton, and the drumbeat is, well, look at all the substance that she's got. She's going to be great. But we also know from all these years that what do? They obfuscate. This is what they do. So I don't have a lot of hope. I'm very cynical when it comes to the political process in this country. I think unless we get term limits and campaign finance reform, we're never ever going to get really, really top-notch candidates. We're not going to get big, brave decisions because those two issues, campaign finance and term limits, that's key.
They're mishandling her. If you're going to address these questions about the email, they should have had her sit down with a friendly reporter. There's plenty of them, George Stephanopoulos, hello, and answer those questions about email, Rachel. Instead, they did silence, and then they put her out there to get these random questions. Now, I think she's going to go into hiding even more.
She might, but, you know, you talked about how she lied. There's one point where she actually told the truth, and she said, of course I passed on these emails from Sid Blumenthal because he's my friend. I mean, she's confirming this sort of crony capitalist, I'll scratch your back, you scratch mine thing that the Clintons are kind of famous for. I think the concern here is that in the end, she's going to have to rally the same coalition. We talked a little bit about this, Sandra, this morning on Morning Bell. She's going to have to rally the same coalition of young people, of minorities that Obama had. And she is going to the left on economic issues because that's what she needs to do in order to counter some of the scandal that she has. But the fact is, the Obama policies have not worked for minorities or for women. Minority, you know, Hispanic home ownership is down. Poverty rates are higher for minorities. I think going into that agenda is actually not going to help her because the results have not been there for the Obama administration.
And that was a good plug for Morning Bell, by the way.
There you go. There you go.
Well done.
Yeah, all right, a lot of friends on this couch. Speaking of politics, a revealing new poll on what Republicans think of their field of 2016 candidates and why their answers could be bad news for Democrats, including Hillary. And one possible Republican candidate taking on the conventional wisdom that says a college dropout can't make it to the White House. Why Governor Scott Walker believes the lack of a diploma on his resume is a big plus.